13 signs you're engaging in sexual activity with a narcissist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here, we delve deep into the topic of narcissistic abuse and its detrimental effects on our lives. Our goal is to educate, empower, and guide you towards healing and living your best life with peace, confidence, and freedom. With many videos on this channel, we offer a wealth of information for you to learn from and grow. So don't wait any longer, hit the subscribe button and join our community today. Without further ado, let's explore the 13 telltale signs that you're sexually involved with a narcissist. Sign number 1. Highly seductive, but only initially. Destructive narcissists often use seduction as their primary means of connection, as they struggle to form genuine bonds. Instead of fostering healthy intimacy, they view sexual interactions as a conquest to satisfy their own needs and desires. Charisma and charm can amplify narcissistic tendencies, making them incredibly charming and seductive when motivated. As a way to manipulate their partners, they shower them with attention, gifts, and praise in the early stages of a connection. But be aware that the narcissist's interest is solely self-serving, and as time progresses, their lack of care for you may become apparent. In reality, their priorities only revolve around fulfilling their own desires. Sign number 2. Moving too fast. Narcissistic individuals often try to accelerate the pace of a relationship and can react negatively if their advances are rejected. This can be an indication of their fragile, inflated ego, as anything perceived as rejection can be threatening to their false persona. Pay attention to their emotional immaturity and how easily they're angered if they don't achieve what they want. Sign number 3. Focused solely on physicality. A sign of engaging in sexual activity with a narcissist is their obsession with physical performance during sex, with no regard for emotional connection, vulnerability, or tenderness. Despite their own imperfections in the physical realm, they'll set unrealistic expectations for their partners and have little tolerance for any perceived faults. The issue here is that the narcissist alone sets these expectations, which will shift constantly over time. Despite your best efforts, they'll never be satisfied. Sign number 4. Enjoying dominance and control. Sexual encounters with narcissistic individuals will be characterized by their need for control. They're not content with just being in charge. Asserting dominance is a fundamental requirement. They may use language that implies love, connection, and intimacy to manipulate their partners, gaining power over the perception of their relationship. Ultimately, they derive pleasure from withholding or granting sex, attention, and affection as a means of asserting and maintaining dominance and control. It isn't a healthy dynamic. Sign number 5. Extreme selfishness and self-centeredness. Narcissistic individuals are solely focused on their own desires, fetishes, and fantasies. They're takers, not givers, only providing resources when it suits them. Given their lack of empathy, sexual encounters will revolve around satisfying their needs exclusively. They're so immersed in their own fantasies that they don't even bother to consider their partner's wants and boundaries. Moreover, any rejection is regarded as a form of attack on their personalities and can result in emotional outbursts and verbal abuse. They use sexual performances and escapades to reinforce their distorted self-image. Consequently, when someone decides not to comply with their demands, they're likely to lash out. Sign number 6. High levels of criticism. Narcissistic individuals desire to feel superior due to their deep-rooted fear, guilt, shame, insecurity, and feelings of inadequacy. During sexual encounters, they criticize their partner's performance to belittle them, increase their dominance, and gain control. For instance, They may inform their partners that their performance was unsatisfactory and urge them to do better next time. Control is paramount to narcissists, and dominating their partner during sex provides them with pleasure. Sign number 7. Pseudo-psychological analysis. If criticizing and shaming their partner doesn't accomplish the desired outcome, they'll transition to playing an amateur psychoanalyst. They'll weaponize their partner's previous disclosures, particularly if they receive resistance. The narcissist will use any piece of information from their partner's past or present to portray their partner in a negative light. They may mention past traumas or family dysfunctions, shortcomings, or issues within friendships. Their ultimate goal is to construct a narrative that blames their partner, not just in the bedroom, but in the relationship in general. Without adequate preparation, the partner may succumb to this form of emotional and psychological manipulation. Therefore, it is essential to seek help when dealing with narcissistic abuse. Sign number 8. Punitive withholding. In addition to displaying immature and irrational behavior when they fail to obtain their desires, narcissistic individuals use withholding as a form of punishment. It is tough to determine the reason behind their actions, but rejecting or ignoring their partner would hurt deeply. This rejection provides them with a sense of power, and they find that satisfying. After sex, they may tend to ignore their partner as they view sex as a medium for validation. Should their partner cooperate adequately, they would satisfy the narcissist's need for admiration and attention. After fulfilling their needs, there's no need to offer more to their partner. In the narcissist's view, ignoring their partner constitutes withholding intimacy. As sex only contributes to satisfying their egotistical desires, they experience no genuine connection to their partners. Their disconnection from normal people leads to a cycle of going from love addiction to love avoidance behavior. Narcissists are incapable of authentic intimacy, and this is a reason why relationships with them can be perplexing, frustrating, and painful. Sign number 9. Lack of boundaries. Narcissistic individuals lack the capability to establish healthy relationships founded on genuine intimacy and respect for their partners. They also lack the ability to respect their partner's privacy and boundaries. It's typical for narcissists to disclose intimate details of their sex life to others, even going as far as lying about their partners and what transpired while in the bedroom. This behavior seeks attention, titillates, and creates a perception of virility. However, following the end of the initial seduction phase, they frequently turn out to be disappointing in sexual matters. Moreover, disseminating negative information about their partner is an added advantage for the narcissist. It offers leverage on their partner, and they can destroy their partner's reputation. It's crucial to acknowledge that anyone who believes and spreads this falsehood is similar to the narcissistic individual involved. Such individuals' opinions should not matter, and it's best to ignore them. Recognize your worth and let that be enough. Sign number 10. Cheating. A destructive narcissistic individual feels entitled to cheat on their partner. Such individuals lack empathy and conscience to engage in behaviors that involve deception, lying, and manipulation. In contrast, individuals with a conscience would find it difficult to engage in such harmful behavior and look their partner in the eye without guilt. Narcissistic individuals have a strong desire for validation and affirmation. They often seek this validation and approval by engaging in sexual activities outside their current relationship with other sexual partners. While it is not true for all narcissists, the vast majority engage in cheating, often blaming their partner for the infidelity rather than taking accountability for their actions. Their sense of entitlement is incredibly twisted, enabling them to betray their partner without experiencing feelings of guilt, shame, or remorse. This behavior causes enormous pain to their partner who they claim to care for while simultaneously blaming them for their infidelity. And speaking of their twisted sense of entitlement. Sign number 11. Entitlement. Narcissistic individuals have a belief that they deserve to have sex and have the right to demand it whenever they want, regardless of what you may be doing. This signifies that they expect sex on demand despite your availability. They especially expect sex in return for favors, gifts, or anything else they believe they've done for you. Such individuals are willing to do whatever it takes, including trickery, guilt-tripping, deception, or manipulation, to get sex from you. In their mind, it's all about their satisfaction rather than considering your needs, wants, and well-being. If you set a boundary or express a need, the narcissist will undermine your wishes and make you feel guilty. They even manipulate the situation by making you believe you're the one being high maintenance or selfish. In summary, it's apparent that their behavior is manipulative, harmful, and unsustainable. Unfortunately, it's also their way of making themselves feel superior. Sign number 12. Demeaning behavior. Narcissists are often condescending, mean, and cruel towards their partner. They do not hold back when it comes to criticizing, devaluing, diminishing, and demeaning others. Their behavior often shows that they want to show their partner how inferior and insignificant they are. They display this behavior by often ignoring or ghosting their partner, especially at unexpected times, for maximum impact. Sign number 13. Sex addiction. Sex addiction is a separate topic in itself, and not all narcissists are sex addicts. However, many narcissists show classic signs of sex addiction, such as engaging in sexual acts with multiple partners and cheating. They dismiss the risks that come with their behavior, such as infidelity or developing an obsession with watching porn while losing interest in their partner. When confronted with the issue, they refuse to discuss it and may even blame the partner. Therefore, if you experience this behavior in your relationship, know that it is not your fault. It is essential to consider seeking support and guidance to take care of yourself, regardless of the narcissist's behavior. Give yourself the gift of healing, as you deserve it. To conclude, this marks the end of the video. However, keep going as I have more than 100 videos available on YouTube for you to watch. These videos aim to help you comprehend the harmful impacts of narcissistic abuse, and more importantly, teach you how to heal and lead a peaceful life with confidence and freedom.